The best from China takes on the best from the USA. This is Spotlight today, and in this video we pin the Xiaomi 14 Pro up against the iPhone 15 Pro. Starting off with the design. The Xiaomi definitely boasts the more unique and perhaps eye-catching design. However, it's not too extravagant. The flat sides are quite similar to the iPhone's, but the screen is slightly curved on the edges, making the display look like it's almost floating. It is very sturdy, attention to detail is fantastic, and it feels premium in the hand. There are three colorways: black, white, green, and the titanium look, which is significantly more expensive than the other color options, since it's actually titanium. But it does look and feel great. They also put a golden ring around the camera bump, which is a nice touch. Since the front and back glass are curved, the flat sides are nicely rounded at the edges, so when you're swiping over the edge, it's a smooth feeling. The camera bump is a beefy square containing 3 lenses, and it is offset to the left upper corner, so you do get the classic wobble when placing it down on a table. All in all, a great looking device, and we give it the Spotlight stamp of approval. The iPhone 15 Pro has been out for a while now, and the design hasn't really changed much for the last 3 generations, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it looks like an iPhone, which is great. They have slightly changed the way the glass connects to the frame, making it a bit smoother, and the camera bump glass has also received some minor changes. We do like the frosted back glass and the brushed titanium finish, and it is an elegant device, and though the design has been around, it still looks brilliant. On the design front, we give it a draw. Moving on to the displays of these high-tech stunners. The Xiaomi is rocking a 6.7-inch 120Hz variable refresh OLED panel that has an eye-watering peak brightness of 3000 nits. These are crazy numbers. However, when we put the Xiaomi and iPhone next to each other, we can't really notice a difference, but the screen is definitely bright. The iPhone is rocking a smaller 6.1-inch 120Hz variable refresh OLED panel. Both screens are absolute stunners. It's very difficult to choose one over the other. They are excellent panels. However, in general, the iPhone does represent colors a bit more naturally compared to the Xiaomi. It's really a case of personal preference when choosing one over the other. Another tie for us. Now, this is a section that most people tend to focus a lot of attention on when deciding which phone to get: the camera. Xiaomi have moved away from the IMX99 from Sony, and this year they are using a brand new sensor that has been custom built for Xiaomi by Sony, which is a 1/1.3-inch sensor, making it 40% smaller than the IMX99. Even with this massive size difference and apparent downgrade, Xiaomi has claimed that it is just as good, and from our tests, it definitely seems to be the case. The translated name for this new sensor is called the Light Hunter 900. I'm sure they will change the name in the global market, but this sensor does in fact hunt out the light with great success. This new sensor has an incredibly large aperture of 1.4, so bokeh on these shots is absolutely incredible. Comparing shots side by side to the iPhone, we find the iPhone, in our opinion, takes better pictures if you're judging the look and feel of the shot. Once you zoom in, you can see that the pictures from the Xiaomi have good detail. However, the general image is nicer from the iPhone. This is definitely subjective, and the pictures taken from the Xiaomi are still bang on, but if we have to choose one over the other, standard pictures look better on the iPhone. The Xiaomi does a great job in darker situations. That new Light Hunter 900 sensor is so good at capturing light, it doesn't even use a night mode. Its standard mode lets in enough light to capture wonderful nighttime shots. Here its camera definitely stands its ground against the iPhone. The Xiaomi 14 Pro is the nighttime king. Video has also improved with stability and frame jitter. However, the iPhone is still some distance away, and even though the Xiaomi has 8K video capabilities, the iPhone is better. It's not a difficult choice here. The Xiaomi 14 Pro has finally received 4K selfie action and has an upgraded 32-megapixel camera. When we compare, we prefer the skin tones on the Apple, finding them more true to life, and the Xiaomi has a tendency of smoothing faces, which can be a good thing, but we prefer a more natural look. The camera section goes to the iPhone 15 Pro. When it comes to internals, both devices are absolutely stacked. with the Xiaomi packing the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor and the A17 Bionic conducting things for the iPhone. The Xiaomi has a 4880 mAh battery and the iPhone contains a 3274 mAh battery. The size of the batteries don't really matter as much as you'd expect, especially considering that in our tests, the iPhone battery definitely lasts a bit longer. However, you do get fast charging on the Xiaomi and can charge your battery from 0 to 100% in under 20 minutes. All things considered, it's pretty even. In raw performance, the A17 Bionic is still ahead. However, it's hard to experience an apparent difference in everyday use. Even intense web browsing is done smoothly by both devices, so performance is something we consider, but we doubt you'll ever have any issue with either device. When it comes to OSs, however, that is something we can compare. Xiaomi have recently launched HyperOS, which is their brand new user interface software. This will be shared across the Xiaomi ecosystem, as they are also making many different technological products. HyperOS isn't anything groundbreaking or different from other Android OSs, but we do appreciate that they've tried to streamline and compact a lot of the systems and settings. Diving into the menus, however, can be a bit confusing, and there is still some work to be done when it comes to organizing. The animations are buttery smooth and fast, in general a pleasant experience. However, we personally prefer using iOS. It's just more rounded, and though it's nothing different, it still offers a smooth and simple user experience. So we give this section to the iPhone 15 Pro as well. How about the cost? Well, you'll be dropping a pretty penny on both of these devices. The Xiaomi 14 Pro will probably be the same price as last year's model, so around $1,000 to $1,300, which is on the same level as the iPhone, which also starts at $1,000. You do get more storage on the base Xiaomi though, 256 gigs compared to 128 on the iPhone. But then you will pay more for the titanium model. We're not sure exactly how much more, but we expect around $200. And we will provide an updated link with the correct price as soon as it hits the market. So it all depends on what you want. You will get more storage with the base Xiaomi, but the premium material starts at a lower price on the iPhone, so it's quite balanced as well. Overall, the Xiaomi 14 Pro is a real beast. From the design to the camera hardware, it delivers top-tier performance and excellent quality, but it's not enough to outgun the iPhone 15 Pro. Maybe some things will change when they release the global market version, but until then, that's our call. That's it for today's video. What do you guys think about the Xiaomi 14 Pro, and how does it compare to the iPhone 15 Pro? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked the video and found the content entertaining, feel free to smash the like button, hit subscribe and ding the notifications bell to stay up to date with our latest content. Until next time, stay under the spotlight.